you guys to make a list of your top 5 home run hitters in MLB right now. Basically, if you needed a home run, who would you want at the plate?
There's some really obvious choices here that have to be in this top 5.
Yeah, we're setting this up because we know. Okay, it's time to reveal your top 5. Let's just do that. Nick, why don't you go ahead and reveal your top 5? Steve, let him reveal all 5, and then you can debate him on it.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see if Steve can contain himself for a few seconds. But the first guy that I have on my list at number 5 is Aaron Judge of the Yankees, of course. Playing in that bandbox helps him out a little bit, but still, I got to give it to him with what he's done over the years, even when he's been injured. Number 4, I'm going to go with Shohei Ohtani, as much as I know we're going to talk about it a little bit. I do have question marks just because of pitching and everything. Number 3, it's going to go to Matt Olsen after playing in Oakland for so long. We'll talk about a little more what it's going to look like with the Braves and everything. Number 2, I know this guy gets injured a little bit, and in terms of how much he plays, it hurts his numbers. But Franmil Reyes has to be up there, I think, on anybody's list. And then number 1, tied for the league lead in home runs last year, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Steve.
What issues? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with?
His whole list is fine. We actually found something that Nick is useful at. It can give some decent information. So I'm glad that we've gotten this far, right before the start of the MLB season. His list is fine. Mine varies a little bit. And you know what? Before we came on, I'm getting blasted by my producer about who I don't have on this list. And you know what? This is what creates good content. If I leave off somebody, that's going to create some debate. So maybe I should be the one producing, because I obviously know how this game works and not anybody else. So I'm going to give my list, and then we can debate after that. But you know what, Nick? You did a great job on that list. I thought there was a lot of good players on there. Reyes is somebody I probably should have put on there too myself. I'm actually ashamed that I didn't put him on there. But I'm going to give my list. And this is where we create the content, because some people are going to disagree with it, and that's how you make, you get views and stuff. That we need, you want views, okay?
Okay.
Starting at number 5, we're going with Mitch Haniger, probably one of the more underrated power hitters in all of MLB. Just real quick, men on base, 19 of his 39 home runs came in that scenario. Mr. Clutch, that's what we're going to call him. Mitch Haniger, he also plays for the Mariners, so we also have to put him on there. Number 4, we're going to do Bryce Harper. Obviously, Harper has hit over 30 home runs in 3 of his last 4 seasons. In 2020, in that shortened season, he was on pace for 36. So he would have been there too as well if COVID didn't, come here and ruin everything. Aaron Judge, number 3, can't leave that guy off there. Okay, he's obviously a lot of injury issues with him. But in the 2 seasons where he played over 140 games, he's combined for 91 home runs. Absolutely blast the ball there. Shohei Ohtani at number 2, obviously cooled off immensely in the second half, but you cannot ignore 33 home runs in the first half of the season. That is absolutely absurd. Kid's only 26 years old, long way to go. And then the guy that, Nick left off his list, Fernando Tatis Jr. If you need a home run hitter and a clutch situation, that is my guy. 42 home runs last season. That's also while missing a month worth of games. Who's not on there? Vlad Guerrero Jr. Everybody get over it, okay? I understand. He had a monster year last year. But you know what? Maybe he'd be number 6 for me, okay? Just because he led the league in home runs last year doesn't mean it automatically puts him in the top 5, okay? He's number 6 for me. So calm down. People can debate in the comments, and tweets, email DraftKings if you want to. I don't give a crap. But this is where you create the content. You can debate all you want. That's my list.
Nick, would you like to respond?
Yes, please do.
I honestly don't know how to react. First of all, the compliment is really weird. I did a whole bunch of audio tape listening, before the show today. Hearing people tell me I suck. So I was ready for Steve to tell me that the whole time. So the compliment threw me off. But the other thing is, he's telling us to calm down, but also react how you want to react and get over it. I just don't know what to make of it. I don't know what Steve wants me to do. I want to feel my feelings, and I feel like his list is solid. Obviously, we agree on some points, but to omit Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to me is bizarre. I felt a little dirty about leaving Salvi Perez off, who was tied with him last year for amount of home runs. But looking at years past, Haniger on my short list, Bryce Harper on my short list. So in agreement on a few things, surprisingly.
All right.
No Salvador Perez for either one of you?
I mean, no. I wanted to, but it's just, you look at him with a catcher, and how much are we going to see from him this year, what he's done in the past. I mean, he had a great year, don't get me wrong. He was one of my guys last year, but I can't go with that. No, not on this list.
Yeah.
Not doing it again. Nope, he won't be up there again.